Sean here. I just wanted to make a video for you. I like doing these videos. It's a lot easier for me, and I find it's also very understanding when I'm talking instead of like behind the keyboard, you know. So I've been tracking these setups with this -27 reversal, and this only works on the gap extension. Okay. And I did track a couple of them. I got 10 here in the list. I'm not going to go through all of them. But I just want to bring this to your attention. There's just two that didn't really work because they went para on us. We had Gen and OPGN. OPGN just recently Friday, and this thing went parabolic. So, and basically that didn't follow any rules, I find, because it broke three trends going up front side, and even if I would have took the trend break, I would have got stopped out, and this thing didn't even try to retrace back to the J line. So to me, it was like a out of play ticker. It's not my setup anyways. I love the gap and crap. Gap extension, okay, has to be on low volume. So as you can see here, you have APDN. This was back in April. So basically what I do is I take where did this come from? You know, well, yes, it came from yesterday, the push. Okay, so basically I want to go to the first high here, okay? Boom. And you can see that this thing went right to the -27. This is like, okay, well, you went a few cents over, but those stuff. So basically, if you know, you could have got in on this lower high here, but this is the -27 retracement level where it did flip to the downside. We have a couple of others. I'm just going to go through a few of them. I'm not going to go through all of them because, like I said, I got like 10 or 11. AIHS. This was back a few days ago. Yeah, it popped twice. As you can see, so we bought, the buyers came here, and I went just to this peak here. You know, you have to play with it. You just can't set it to this first high here and say, look, I'm going to short the first -27. It doesn't make sense to me. Okay, so you have to, if this doesn't work during pre-market when it's going up, and I'm just going to plot it here. Okay, and when the open does go, I'm just going to look at tape. I'm just gonna observe it, this trend, and then you can see this beautiful distribution pattern, crack, retest the distribution, fail. I did trade this also. I did trade the trend break on this one that day, but as you can see, the -27. It's not surprising. I have a few more. We had Bayak. I traded this. I know you didn't trade it the other day. I did because it was just so tempting. We traded this in the past. And as you can see, hold on, I'm gonna let toss load. Let it load, and then we had, I'm gonna go forward a bit. It's not that far away. Here we go. Sorry about the shuffling. So open level low here, buyers in. You come to this point here. It's not. I'm gonna go to this level here. -27 reversal. Beautiful distribution pattern. You know how I love these. That and the three wave. I love this. Also trend break, crack. This was a nice trade. I did take a small cut here, and I just didn't want to reattack here. I don't know why. At that point, I didn't have this -27 up. And again, it's like hindsight, 2020. So, but I'm recognizing these after the fact that they're happening. So we had CPAH also did the same thing. HHT, well, HHT, it was more of a double top because it just popped 4 cents over high day and just came down. So that was basically a double top. We had IBIO. IBIO was a sweet setup as well. Did exactly the same thing. And as you can see, I'm not making this up here. It's just a coincidence, you know, that this is, well, I think it was more over here because it popped recently. IBIO, where are you? Oh, there's my fibs. So pop, this was like really strong yesterday. So what I'm going to do is I took my fib level. I took it from this low of pre-market, brought it to this top here, -27. And I think I did trade this with you on this. So go this to the T, -27. This is, I'm not making this up here. So we had Myos. Also, Myos had a nice setup as well. Same thing. Whoops, sorry about that. Myos. So I'm going to take my fib from the open, go to the first pop, -27. It went up 3 cents. Okay, like the double top would have been what was a 278. It popped 288. So it actually went over 4 cents over our fib here. But it's kind of neat how this minus 27 here is always in the friggin' play. Always. Our RGLS, same thing. RGLS. I traded this again to the T, and I'm not making this up. I mean, let's just take it from zero. Remove drawing. Bring a fib from the low here. Bring it to this top here. Minus 27. How neat is that? We also had SINT, same thing. S-I-N-T. I think we traded that together as well. That was a nice trade. It's going to let Toss load it here. Look at this. Okay, went off 3 cents. 312 was the fib level, and it went to 315. Okay, so I'm 3 cents off here. Okay, but nothing lets us, you know, if let's just say if you don't want to short this pop, well, you can take this here on less volume. Look at the volume here. We had what, 1.7 million here selling. So that's where I got in. This was such a nice trade, Jay. I love this trade, SINT. So I was just bringing this to your attention. There's more. I'm still tracking them. And whatever comes up again, and I'm seriously going to be doing this as of now, just taking the low of pre-market or close, and just bring it up to. I'm not gonna. Well, you know, you have to play with it. You know, if you bring this here, you bring it to your front one here. Well, okay, you're minus 27. You did see selling, but I would want to bring it to. Let's just bring it to this high here and be a bit more cautious on it and give it like it. Like, it's not going to go over this, but it could go para. I'm just saying, is like I said, it's always a, you know, it's like using the J lines when we're short in the first rejection. It's always a, you know, 50-50 chance. But if we're not going to, I'd rather start shorting up in this 20 here, 7, than shorting it from, like, let's say from this pop here, and start shorting it here. You know, I would never short it here because pre-market high. Anyways, you know what I'm saying. So I'm just giving you a little update on this. And so far, this is looking good for just for the extension moves. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Have a good day.